Ready up for Cyber Lunch.
Why on God's green earth would they ever remake The Matrix?
Money, I guess.
Yeah.
Are they kidding? Why?
I hope they're kidding.
Why would you take the subject matter of the vision of one of the most beloved sci-fi franchises in history?
Money.
Do you think it will be a prequel if it does come out?
I think it'll be a
prequel?
sequel. No, it'll be
A prequel?
It could be a sequel or a story within, like you were saying with Rogue One, how it's in the universe.
Exactly.
But
Yeah,
part of
they'll have like maybe one character that'll cross over from the old franchises and just be like, "Oh, I remember them."
Mm-hmm.
Today, we're going to talk about movies that didn't need a remake. Why is Hollywood picking through the darkest depths of content to only come up with remakes of successful franchises?
money.
Yeah, I guess.
They don't have enough time to write because they're too busy diddling people.
Who knows? Maybe it's just a sure bet. We're going to get into that. Also, we're going to touch on our best, worst Christmas movies ever. You know, we're going to do best and worst. That'll be interesting. Is Die Hard and The Hateful Eight an actual Christmas movie? We're going to get into that. PlayerUnknown Battleground is supposed to come out tomorrow by the time this posts.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts and reactions. We're just going to touch on that a little bit. Fandango and why it's a scam, especially if you're an idiot like I was. Will movie theaters ever go away? And also, how to bake a nice honey baked ham for you and yours. With that being said, welcome back to the lunch table and belly up. I'm Daryl.
I'm Justin.
I'm Jake.
Welcome to Cyber Lunch, a weekly podcast that deals with the nostalgia reflected and integrated into our everyday lives through growing up in the digital revolution, plus a plethora of tangents and passionate discussions with special guests and our favorite music, movies, video games, and television shows of the past and today. Welcome back, guys.
Welcome.
You look so good today. I just wanted to say that.
Today?
Yeah.
Just today?
No, just today. Yeah. Audio quality is top notch today. I'm feeling really good about it. It's a beautiful day outside. It's overcast, no snow.
Still not below zero here, so.
Yeah.
No snow. Yeah, no snow.
We're waiting on that. But, yeah. How you guys doing?
All right. How are you?
Oh, you know, living, surviving, breathing.
Hoping, wishing, praying, loving.
That festive season is upon us. Now everybody's rushing to get their presents and doing this, that, and the other thing. And you're seeing the holiday lights and the Christmas music and all that other happy.
Why is that always got to be the Russians, man?
What do you mean?
You said everybody's Russian.
Wow. Didn't. That was actually
the
that was a
Russians.
terrible.
You
dad
get ready
joke.
for Christmas.
Yeah. That's not how they talk, by the way.
It is how they talk in my voice.
Well, yeah, and your
I am
voice.
ready for Christmas.
No,
That
not
was kind of
either.
weird. That was more Eastern European.
What's the difference?
True.
It sounded like a slightly effeminate Dracula when you did that.
Push-ups. All right, everybody.
push.
Don't even start.
So I caught wind
Jinxing
of this Matrix deal not too long ago.
I didn't
and
hear this, and this is ridiculous.
I mean, what did?
Hey,
It's hard to be pessimistic
it's
about it.
only like 15 years old. It's about time. Come on, guys.
It's just nothing's like I said before. I think a couple episodes back, nothing is original anymore. It's all remakes.
It's all
rehashes,
McDonald's.
extensions onto somebody else's idea. There's no original thought anymore. And
It can't be that hard to make original ideas, too.
True. I don't know.
Everything's
been redone, though.
Lazy work. It's not easy money.
Well, no, easy. Yeah, I mean,
It
you can
takes-
go back and be like, oh, look how much this movie made. We can make that again if we make the same movie over again.
When you hit the table, it reminded me of that Rampage movie with what's his name?
Oh God, The Rock.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson's
Yep.
in it now. It's like, gosh, why? That's not original. It's just you're reaching.
You know what though? It's gonna make like $100 million. That's the thing. People will go see
don't
that
know.
or buy it just because there's people out there that love that stuff.
Maybe. I don't
You'll
know.
see in the
Well,
theaters, Daryl. I know you
Jumanji.
will.
No, I won't.
Nah, I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know. I resisted seeing Power Rangers in the theaters, which I'm
about
glad
that
on
one.
that. I'm glad I did that. I mean, some people really enjoyed it, but Oh God,
I never
I thought it
understood.
was. I thought it was a slog.
I never understood the Power Rangers love thing, but that was a generation.
You were older,
I
yeah.
was too old for
Yeah.
it, but
That's okay.
I don't know. I'm just gonna go out there and say that I even have it in my notes in big bold letters. I hate remakes. I hate them. I have never. I dare you, except for it, because you guys say it is really good, but I don't. I haven't seen that yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and say I've never seen a good remake.
Dawn of the Dead.
Okay, I've been corrected.
You've seen a handful of good remakes.
Well, no, I don't think there's been 5. I would
Yeah.
consider that a handful.
Yeah, there's
Tron.
Pretty.
Tron wasn't really a
That's a
remake.
sequel.
That was a sequel.
True.
Dawn of the Dead.
Total
Dawn of the
Recall
Dead.
was horrible.
Dude, I have that and RoboCop
I was gonna
listed
say those
1 and
two,
2
yeah.
right there. That's a perfect example. If you need to look anywhere farther, that's as far as you need to look to understand that you do not need to touch this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have made a Total Recall sequel. They could have made, or a prequel when he was like before he got wiped, or they could have done
RoboCop.
Ro-
Why would you ever touch that?
I don't know, especially when make it PG-13. That was
Yeah,
the biggest.
when
That was the
that
biggest
old movie
crock
was
of-
about as close to NC-17 as you get without being.
I think it was originally labeled NC-17 back in the day when they were doing it. I'm almost positive that's true because of the violence, the excessive violence in it.
Yeah, I'll believe that.
But I'm not down with remakes. I hate them.
Jurassic World. How'd you feel about
I
that?
didn't like it.
Sequel.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah,
I
what's
don't
the
think it's a
difference
sequel.
nowadays?
It's.
I mean,
It's. I guess if it's canon, it's the same thing, right?
the guy was the raptor whisperer. It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
He's like, I'm gonna
I
stare
mean, it's like,
at your eyes
I get
real
it. Like,
deep.
okay, you've been holding him in containment for this many years. Obviously, they're gonna get domesticated. But just how they executed it, it was just, it's like unbelievable.
Yeah, I
No.
didn't enjoy that movie at all.
It was okay.
People that say
Better than 3.
Well, see, I was just gonna say that people that say that 3 was so terrible, and then you show me Jurassic World, and I feel like it's
I
the same.
enjoyed it.
I mean, I enjoyed.
How does
3.
she run in those heels? That's one thing I want to ask.
I don't know. Just keep them on.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
Nobody.
Yeah, how does she run in those?
The Jeep couldn't barely outrun the T-Rex in the first movie, and she's got heels
Right.
on.
Right.
Girl
It's-
power.
Whatever.
I
It's
feel
just-
really bad for the secretary that got ate by that giant sea monster thing.
I feel bad for the people that were getting speared in the head by those pterodactyls.
Oh yeah, those things
That
were
was
brutal.
incredible.
Jimmy Buffett's in that movie. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah. That's
no,
right.
is he really?
Yeah, he's outside of a Margaritaville and grabs 2 of them and runs off as soon as the dinosaurs start attacking.
I didn't even notice that.
I had to look
Still
it
making
up.
that Margaritaville money, huh?
God.
Jeez, get on that gig.
Anyway,
well, I paid him $14 for one down in Vegas, so
A margarita.
That's
why he's
and
still rich.
all they did was play his
pour
concerts
me something tall and strong.
on loop. On loop.
Ugh.
You know,
Just think about having his job.
I'd rather
though.
go to that place where they like insult you the whole dinner than go to a margarita.
I
What
would never
what is
go to
that
that
place
place.
called again?
Dick's?
Dick's Last Resort.
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna say Applebee's. 'Cause
Dick's
it's
Sporting
just
Goods?
Yeah,
it's
pretty much
similar.
the same.
Yeah, Chili's. The one over in Brooklyn.
What do you want? I had a couple good
Welcome to
experiences
Chili's.
there.
What the fuck you want?
I out sarcasm one of the waiters there, and he actually like leveled with me. He's like, okay. And he started
No,
talk-
you?
Yeah,
He's like, this is getting exhausting. I'm
yeah,
gonna let this
pretty
guy
much.
have it.
Yeah, because I asked for a small beer, and he came back with the biggest beer that there was. I'm just like, really?
Can I just come in and order my food and eat it and go?
No,
Without
that's
being
the
rude?
Well, you
novelty.
get food to go.
Well, that place used to be Planet Hollywood in the Mall of America back
No,
in
they
the day.
bother you then too. We're always wandering around.
Which
Well,
was?
Where Dick's Last Resort is at the
Oh,
Mall
on
of
the
America.
fourth.
I think
That's
it's
right.
there
Yeah.
now, right?
It's still there, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Planet Hollywood's
No,
gone.
Planet Hollywood's gone.
Yeah, Dick's Last
Dick's
Resort
is right across from Smash,
Yeah, it's in the old Planet Hollywood.
like Daryl said.
Yes.
I think. Yeah. Oh, is that what you said? I'm sorry. I thought you meant they were Dick's left.
Speaking of Planet Hollywood, they had a bunch of what about
Nothing.
dicks?
Never mind.
We're still sick boys here at the Cyber Lunch
Yeah,
Cast.
you can't shake it in this day and age, man.
I'm trying my best.
Dr. Color. I'm in the geriatrics.
Still,
I couldn't go. I couldn't go to the hospital yet. I couldn't afford.
we're doing
my
this from
Cobra.
our sick beds.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. Although, yeah,
My
sick.
My Cobra bill was too high. I couldn't go in.
if the Matrix has the correct casting, you'd kind of it would be more of a curiosity
As
to
a
see
remake,
It. Yes.
I still say no. don't do it.
what
It's
if
already
You would
been
go
done.
see it though, but you'd probably walk
Absolutely.
out.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would.
No, a remake. No, if I knew it was a prequel or a sequel or a part of a
What if
story.
you
I
knew-
They probably won't remake it.
What if you knew Keanu was in it though?
He has to be.
Well, if they did
He
a
doesn't
remake,
have to be.
Why would they
Like,
do a
yeah.
remake with Keanu?
No, I'm saying, well, if it's a remake, that means that they're starting over and doing the original Matrix.
Why?
It can't be a sequel because he's dead, isn't he?
Well, not
Spoilers.
Really. Not really.
Oh, come on.
It was an ambiguous
Don't
ending.
worry, you
Yeah.
don't need to see the third
He was
one.
like, it was the Jesus thing.
Yeah, he lets Santi live with the Oracle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a beautiful sunrise. Okay, bye. Thank you for
They
being
can
on
remake
this.
the first one. Just don't remake
No,
the
the first one was
The
two
first
or
one's
three
the
again.
best.
The
That's what
first
I'm
and the
saying.
second are the best.
That's the only one you should remake.
Actually, you know what? The way I look at the Matrix is all as one movie, like one long movie. If you
Yeah.
watch it that way, it's
It's not-
freaking
yeah.
excellent.
You
But
gotta watch 'em back
If
to
you
back to
watch
back.
just the third one 2 years after you saw it, it's not
I agree.
good.
Yeah.
But if you watch them all together and include them all together,
What
it's-
was the worst one?
Enter the Matrix.
no?
Or
That was pretty cool.
Animatrix,
That
I
was
mean.
pretty cool.
Animatrix was awesome.
No, I'm joking.
Enter the
There was, it
Matrix.
wasn't a bad,
That was
bad one.
That was on PS2. Enter the Matrix.
That was a
was
good
fun.
game.
That was
I really
fun.
liked that
And
game.
Path of Neo was fun too.
I never played that one.
That one was even better than Enter the Matrix because Enter the Matrix was one where you play as
Oh, that's right.
Jada Pinkett
Yep,
Smith and
that's
right.
the other dude.
Yeah, a
and then
ghost.
Path of
Yeah.
Neo, you actually were Neo.
Neo. That's right. You're right.
That was
I
the
did play
original
that.
Xbox and PS2.
I remember
title.
going and buying that and the day
Had
it
all the
opened.
slow
that.
motion. I remember as Jada Pinkett Smith, you could run up the wall like
yeah.
and do the cartwheel off while you're
That's
shooting
right.
in slow motion.
Oh,
it was
that's
awesome.
right.
Yeah, it was good. And you
That'd
could
be
do
the only
hacking for
good
codes
reason
and
for
stuff.
a great Matrix remake. Maybe
just
we get another
feel-
Matrix game.
I just feel bad that they're gonna even just revisit it. I mean, yes, I want them to, but at the same time, if they're gonna pull like a Maz Kanata Disney bullshit version where they're just like slapping all these shitty CGI effects just because they can, I don't know. I mean, it's
Well,
tough.
see, the problem here is the only movies making money at all these days is Star Wars, Avengers, those kind of things.
Chick flicks.
Not even those though. They don't make they make money, but these studios want like
They probably
$1
break
billion
even.
making off of it. So the only surefire way to do that is to,
Hire Tim and Eric
No, Jesus. I will pay
for a
them
$1 billion movie.
I will go there and pay them money to not show that.
So if they do remake the Matrix, can anybody really do it besides the Wachowskis too?
No.
I mean, that's like their brainchild. They did that whole. I mean, it's kind of like George Lucas and Star Wars, like all that canon and all that
He has to.
backlore and stuff. That was
They have to have something to do
I think
with it.
so
John-
creative, sort of.
Well, I've heard another Keanu thing, but I think the John Wick guys could do it.
True.
But I
they
don't
could,
know,
they
man.
could in terms of the filmmaking, but like the good
How about
story
this?
and stuff.
How about this? Luke Besson directs those guys from John Wick, right?
But John Wick's story is basically his dog dies and he goes and kills
No,
people.
but just
that's
the
not really
action.
much story.
Well,
They
it's
know
similar to
action,
the
though.
Matrix.
Yeah.
It's a little more deep than that. I feel it's got more themes and
They know action. I'm not saying, Luke Besson has the visionary wherewithal for it, but I don't just don't do it. Just don't do it. That's the
It
bottom
seems
line. Just
easier.
stay away from it, please.
Well, and
I
you
I hate them.
You have like Pixels and Wreck-It Ralph and other. They're just trying to like purposely just slap games into a movie.
okay.
and-
Well, Wreck-It Ralph was
Wreck-It Ralph.
Rocket Rolf was like
Rocket Ralph.
light years better than Pixels, though.
I didn't even bother with Pixels.
I didn't either, but
Can I give you a movie I want remade?
sure.
See if you can guess it. You probably won't guess it, but just a little bit.
Give me
Crawl
the title.
Space.
1984. It was directed by Nick Castle. It's about a young kid in a trailer park who liked a particular video game,
8 Mile.
and he was recruited by otherworldly forces
War
to fight for
games.
them.
The Wizard?
The Last Starfighter.
Oh, jeez.
I think they could do that really cool. these
Ender's
days.
Game.
They did Ender's Game.
They did Ender's Game.
And it blew, I heard.
Oh.
It wasn't bad.
It turned
It's
out
just
like Valerian.
Valerian.
No.
Dude, I watched that the other day now.
Okay.
Yeah.
We talked about it last week a little.
Okay, I watched.
It got bad reviews.
It
so.
was the acting was awful, but the visuals of it were unbelievably
Yeah,
cool.
the visuals and like the characters and the,
Yes,
and the
it was
aliens
Fifth
looked
Element all
like
over
Fifth
again.
Element. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was great, but the acting was awful, and it could have been better if they would have had better
if
actors.
it was rated R.
No, it could have been Fifth Element was PG-13. Could have been that way. If they would have had Bruce Willis in there as like an extension on the Fifth Element universe, that would have been cool. Would have been way cool, but. The acting was bad, but it was worth my time. I watched it visually. It was
Yeah, that
stunning.
just came out.
Well, that relates
yeah.
because they're trying. That was something new that they're trying to do, and that's probably why studios don't do that because if they spend all this money on CGI work, and if it bombs, then they're out
He's
millions
right.
of dollars.
I'll tell you what, it wouldn't
He's
it wouldn't have bombed if the acting was better
You gotta,
and the
or
writing was better.
casting too.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They're putting all these new young blood in there or whatever, and they're just when they're bad, they're bad.
well, either you get the same over and over again, or you got to take a chance with new stuff. It's a
No.
tough.
Maybe they're casting all these new guys because they can't rely on the old ones
Yeah,
anymore.
true.
Maybe there's
Yeah.
something
Well, he's a
going on.
creep, so
Yeah, I don't know. But it wasn't bad. It was worth my watch. I mean, I like sci-fi. Justin, you'd love it. I mean, it's just cool sci-fi. I mean, you wouldn't
was
love
it long?
Yeah, I mean, it felt long, but maybe that's just because I was eye rolling so many times to the stupid lines. That they
Oh,
had.
so it was good.
Well, Clive Owen's in it, and he's always good. But I like that. I just don't. I don't know. I think people are losing interest in remakes. I mean, I know there's fatigue out there for just the superhero stuff
Dude, I
going
am
on.
done with superheroes, man.
I'm
It's
kind of on
tough.
the same level. Like after I thought about Justice League, personally, I didn't like it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, now that you got DC putting out a movie every 6 months, between them and Marvel, it's just constant.
Well, here's what I say about superhero thing. I'm with you on that. I still believe that I still have faith that there's a good Superman movie out there somewhere. There's got to be
Yeah,
just a
Superman
bad,
2.
No, I mean
Yeah, the Richard Donner
somebody's
cut.
somebody out there has a good idea for an awesome Superman movie. I think Josh Whedon, is it Whedon?
Yeah.
Feige.
Yeah, Feige. No, he's doing Avengers. Josh Whedon. I think Josh Whedon could crush that out of the park. But I don't know how many more superhero things he wants
You know
to
what
do.
the best Superman movie was that never will be?
Unbreakable.
No, the Nicolas Cage
No,
one.
shut up.
That was going to be
a
amazing.
bald Superman. I will say
It's more realistic.
I'm still into Avengers because it's still on that same story arc. And as soon as that finishes with its Infinity War and all that stuff, then I'll be done. Then I'll be like, okay, I can take a break from this, but I'm still interested. I want to see that culmination of
I
it.
just think that Thanos looks like a moldy purple cheese.
Well, it's not coming out
He looks
till
like
May.
he just
He'll
got
be
done.
fine.
He just looked like he just got doing a bunch of like bench presses and got out of the gym. It's like, what's up, fam? It's lit. I'm about to take all these Infinity Stones.
Have you
and
seen
mess
him in the
everybody
comic?
up. No, because I
That's
can't
how he
afford
looks.
comics.
Yeah.
That's how he looks.
I don't like it.
And plus, this
needs-
is an early trailer. It's not coming out till May. They have plenty of time. Plenty of time.
And why does Steve Rogers have a beard?
Because he's been in hiding.
Oh, okay. So that automatically.
That's the Nomad storyline.
Yeah, that beard means you've been a recluse.
It's the Nomad storyline from the comics.
Yeah, but we have a beard because we're in hiding. So that means I'm in hiding right
Well,
now.
how would you
You
change?
are in
How would you
hiding
change the look of
usually.
your face? You have a beard right now. How would you change the look of your
Yeah,
face?
come out of hiding
Mutton
and shave your
chops.
face.
No, you'd still look.
You
but
should
you
have
would
mutton
shave
chops.
something,
You could
or
do
you
it.
would.
Oh,
grow
I
something.
could.
You could. I don't know why you've never done it.
Oh, I have.
Well, recently.
I can show you. I have a picture in my wallet. Matter of
remember
fact.
when
I have
he
a
did
picture
that.
of myself in my wallet wearing mutton chops.
Yeah.
And also when I lived on that island for 3 months.
That was a good time.
See, now if
Yeah.
I went in hiding, I'd be screwed because I can't grow shit on my face.
You just be like, I'm so cold.
Yeah, I know. I'm chilly.
Cold out here.
Got to go and disappearing somewhere warm.
My blanket's damp.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested in that, but yeah, I can feel your fatigue on that kind of stuff. Like I said, nothing is original. They're still
Yeah.
using
Yeah.
old somebody else's material.
Some of these indie films are doing a good job. I'm just saying, I'm not talking about Hollywood as a whole. I'm talking about certain bigger studios just sticking to
The machine, the
the
Hollywood
machine,
machine.
the form factor.
Yeah, it's getting
You
better.
obviously have like these other smaller studios that are producing things like The Lobster, and I don't know if you consider Wes Anderson like a big.
I would consider him indie.
Yeah, I guess
Not anymore.
Well, he's one of the biggest indie directors.
Yeah, I would say he's top
one
tier.
of the for being a niche, especially in his genre,
Yeah.
because it's kind of his own deal. Jake,
I will tell you one thing about DC that I am super pumped about. Me and Justin talked about this last night. HBO is making a Watchmen series.
really?
Yeah.
Who's directing? The dude from.
You just texted it to me last night.
What did he do? Yeah.
Kevin Feige.
No, it's not Feige.
Okay.
They're doing like a new Watchmen comic too. I think I saw.
Well,
Hopefully it's-
Watchmen's been going for a little while.
Just imagine every comic book character fighting everybody else.
I saw a picture one time where it was like that. Somebody like hand drew just like every comic book character just fighting out in this big gauntlet.
Like you have Dr. Manhattan fighting Superman. Who would win?
That's actually been in the comics. Dr.
Really?
Manhattan is the father of
Russell Crowe.
Quicksilver.
Fighting round the world.
Where did you hear that?
It's a not Quicksilver. It can't be Quicksilver. The Flash. It's a DC canon kind of thing.
Oh, okay, like a fan kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's fan fiction.
That's the word. I'm
The
looking
writer
for.
of Lost.
Oh, Lindelof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I am kind of excited about that. That could be very cool.
Lindelof.
Yeah. Damon Lindelof.
And Lost, for all its foibles, had still had good writing.
Lost was great.
I never saw it.
It was good.
You should. You'd get caught up to about fifth season, and then you'd be like, all right.
Are you gonna end?
Yeah.
It was pretty good. It was a good ride.
That's how I feel about most JRPGs. It's just I get so far into it, and then it's just like, all right.
That's the point I'm getting at Chrono Cross, where I'm just like, okay, how much more can I see?
You never know.
And then
Trigger?
just finishing, but Chrono Trigger. Yeah. What did I say?
Chrono Cross. God bless you, though, because I love that game, too.
Never played that either.
We're both great.
Original PlayStation. Yeah, we won't get into that. All right, we're just going to go, like we said last week, we're going to get into some holiday discussions.
This whole month. It's all Christmas.
Yeah.
For the most part, yeah. I mean, we're delving in and out. Where it's not solely focused on Christmas, but we thought since it is that festive time of the season, we're going to talk about our best, worst Christmas movies ever. And that can be either the best movies, Christmas movies you love, or the worst.
Guilty
Or-
pleasure kind of movies.
Yeah, guilty pleasure.
Okay.
That's basically what best worst is. Justin's the man with
I'm
the
your
plan.
movie guy?
Yeah.
All right.
Why don't you flex for me right quick?
My brain.
No, your muscles. That's right. Thank you.
Ow.
My first bad Christmas movie is I believe it was 2007. I had it here. Black Christmas.
I never saw
It was a
Never seen
remake
it.
of a 70s horror movie. Dude, it's so bad.
Who?
It's basically just
Can you just
like
spoil it for me and just tell me who kills?
It's
it-
basically just a bunch of hot chicks in a sorority house, and they get killed by. I don't remember what his story
So it's like
was.
Happy Death Day on Christmas, except it's
It's just another one of those holiday slasher movies, and
It's
just
a slasher flick,
gratuitous.
okay.
so like
Yeah.
Santa's Sleigh. Have you ever heard of
I
that
was,
one?
Santa's Sleigh was on my short list.
What the frick,
Silent Night, Deadly Night 1 and 2. The horror movie or the one with Michael Keaton?
Which is which? Which is which?
There's a family one,
Jack
and then there's
Frost.
one you
That
don't
was-
want to
yeah.
bring home to your family.
That one freaked me out.
Yeah, if they're like a serial killer gets
Yeah,
reborn
it was like
as like a
Chucky
snowman
as
or
a
something.
snowman. I just remember he's like come up behind this woman with his like stick arms and like stick it around this woman. She's like naked in the shower. It's like, what the hell is? And this is on the back of the cover.
Well, there's a place for those movies though, because they don't take themselves seriously.
Jack Frost is pretty terrible, and well, it's just like the ending is like, I'm a spirit now, I have to leave, but not on Christmas. I'm so sorry.
So sorry.
Jack Frost. I remember watching that with Michael Keaton. I think that was when I realized that I wasn't going to see him for a while in some movies. After
Yeah,
that
he
one.
kind of had to go off
Yeah.
for a little bit. Hey, I liked him in Spider-Man, though. He's pretty good in that.
He was Beetlejuice.
He was Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
You're shooting some webs out of your hands.
Hey, babes.
Yeah.
Lydia, hey, let me ask you a question.
That's your what's a good one then, Justin? Give us a worse one and a good one.
The Preacher's Wife.
A good one?
Yeah. What's one of a Christmas movie you like?
Do you need
See,
help?
the only thing with best Christmas movies is they've all been said.
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of like when we did horror movies.
like,
It's like,
well,
where do
duh.
you start? A Christmas Vacation. Well, duh. Another guilty pleasure of mine that not everybody likes, or it's not everybody's cup of tea, I guess, would be Bad Santa.
I love that.
I've
movie
only
so
seen the
much.
first one. I haven't seen the
I have
second one
not.
yet.
Yeah.
lunch break.
It's like me at
It's just lettuce coming out of his
that's
mouth.
like me, that's
Oh
like
my
me at
God.
Costco on my break when
Hey,
somebody asks
hey.
me where something
That's
is. Like,
how
I
it must be to be a Santa, dude.
R.I.P. John Ritter and Bernie
Yeah.
Mac.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably why the second one's
Dude,
gonna
that
suck.
face that John Ritter makes when Bernie Mac's
Talking about doing the
Oh,
fat
God.
girls in the dress.
Yeah,
makes
he
that
makes-
cringe.
I love that
He was
movie.
the best, man.
Yeah.
Ritter was awesome.
It was a good movie. It's one of those movies that not everybody will like, but if you like it, you're gonna love it.
If you like dirty humor, you're gonna laugh your ass off. That first one's great. That's probably one of those movies where I quote at least weekly.
Oh yeah, I love
And that kid, Thurman
Yeah.
Merman.
Yeah.
What? Drop me on my head? Well, not drop you on your own head. You fucking with me?
Yeah.
Just can't deal with the kid. And then he carves that wooden pickle and just gashes his hand.
I just start screaming. I like whenever they show Billy Bob drunk. It's the greatest when he's slamming that bottle of vodka, but it's showing the view from
They
the
do that,
inside
yeah.
of the end of the bottle, and then he just falls out or straight back, blacks out. God is
Yeah.
just good. It's and Bernie Mac with his chain smoking. He has like a butt burning in the ashtray. Like
There's the
overflowed
first shot
ashtray.
where they go to him, they cut to just a cigarette, and he's just pulling
One
one
drag,
long drag.
God.
That was good. Yep, I agree with you.
Yeah, that came out when I was in junior high, so I don't even think I was 17 yet.
Oh,
so.
man.
Gosh, what was that?
Oh God, I can't even remember.
It was a
Like
movie.
2002, maybe?
Yeah, it had to be around there.
I vividly remember watching it and be like, I can't believe they
got away with this.
Yeah, like I can't believe they did this, but it was good.
Because before then, what was the most vulgar Christmas movie ever? There really wasn't one. Nowadays, you have like The Night Before, and
I haven't seen that either.
That's a really good one. I just rewatched it last week.
Is
Actually,
that the Seth Rogen one?
I laughed my ass off. It's got some good parts in it.
Is that the one where, like the night end or the world ends, or is that something
This
else?
is
World's
the
End.
end.
And then
Oh,
there's
this is
World's
the
End,
end,
the
yeah.
World's End too, which is
That's the British one.
the
with
British one,
Simon
yeah.
Pegg.
Yeah, they're trying to go to the bars or that
Yeah.
one bar. The
I
World's
think
End.
I was thinking of This Is the End.
And Harold and Kumar's Crazy Christmas or
that's
something
vulgar.
like that.
Yeah, that's vulgar.
But
yeah.
other than that, there
I
hasn't
mean, yeah,
really
it's like Christmas Vacation.
the
and-
holiday with oh God, Kevin Spacey.
Oh, don't bring up Kevin Spacey. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring it up in that sense.
No, I know.
I'm
but
just thinking rated R holiday movies.
how
they're re-
quickly did his name go from being I love Kevin Spacey to like
Oh, I
to being
can't
like
talk
a
about him.
hashtag?
Hashtag perfect.
Yeah.
That's what happens. It's the media today.
Do you guys still watch like if like Rudolph or Charlie Brown Christmas
Absolutely.
comes on?
Hell yes.
Yeah, I
Yep.
caught Rudolph the other day. I was like, it's a little early for Rudolph, but all right, I'll grab a
Well,
chair.
that kind of comes to one of mine because both of my favorites
Go ahead.
are always on TV during Christmas. One is obvious, but I remember watching it with my grandmother and my mom back when I was a little kid, and it was one of those movies that just gave me a good Christmas feeling, like it should. It's a Wonderful Life. Jimmy
Oh, that's a
Stewart,
good one.
Donna Reed. It's a great movie.
It puts you in a good mood, makes
it
you
is.
feel better about
there's
yourself.
There's nothing. It's just a good message. It's a good everything about it.
Can I just quickly revert back and correct myself? It wasn't The Holiday. It was called The Ref.
Oh yeah, that's with.
And it had Dennis Leary
Leary, yeah.
and Judy Davis.
I was gonna say The Holiday. That was like a chick flick. I think.
I don't know where I got that from.
The Ref was a Christmas movie.
Yep. At least it was around Christmas. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
No, but It's a Wonderful Life, you just said? Yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
That's like
it's an obvious one.
stereotype. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
but it still holds up. 1946,
it's because it's Jimmy
1946.
Stewart, man. I think Jimmy Stewart's still awesome.
directed by Frank Capra. That's a name you would see on a bunch of them back in the day.
Yep.
My second favorite one. Well, actually, this is my favorite one. Is 1966's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original animated by Theodore Dr. Seuss Geisel.
That's his real name.
Theodore Geisel. Yeah.
Theodore Geisel.
Theodore Geisel. I also have to put out Christmas Vacation in there too because
Yeah.
that's one of the all-time greats. Now, I'm just gonna say my two worst real quick because I'm not gonna say much about them because I watched them a long time ago and they're terrible. Jingle All the Way,
You're wrong.
Christmas with the Cranks. The only reason people like Jingle All the Way is because they filmed it here in Minnesota, and it's only people in Minnesota that will tell you that it's not that bad of a movie.
I remember going down there when they were
Yep.
filming it, going up. Let's go to Planet Hollywood and see if we can see Arnold Schwarzenegger
Yep.
eating lunch there.
Terrible movie, horrible. But God bless
It's
it.
hilarious.
Phil Hartman, man, that made me sad when I saw
Oh,
the
yeah,
list. I
that's
was like,
right.
oh, Phil and Sinbad.
Yeah, whatever happened
Yeah.
to Sinbad?
Yeah.
Wherever he is, thank God he's gone.
This is a calling card for Sinbad. Where are you?
Yeah, where are you?
Come out.
But those are
don't worry. You're going to get the Turbo Man doll.
Turbo Man. Yeah.
You said you're going to get me a Turbo Man doll for Christmas,
Oh.
Dad.
Gosh.
Little shits. But
How could you miss your son's karate lessons?
those are the ones
I'm
that
so
I think
sorry.
of when I'm thinking of Christmas. So, I mean, they're all pretty obvious.
Worst or best? Which one should I start
What do you
with?
feel?
Well, one that should be on the worst list, but somehow everybody loves it, is Home Alone.
Why do you feel Home
That's
Alone should be on the
Thanksgiving.
worst list?
That's a Thanksgiving movie
If you, no, not worst.
No, it's Christmas, isn't it?
shown on Thanksgiving. It's before Christmas.
Okay, it's two
It's leading
Christmas
up to
then?
Christmas. Yes. I believe Christmas. They spent New York in Christmas for the
That's
sequel.
the best worst Christmas movie, personally.
The second one.
Yeah, it's because it had no warrant to even have a sequel,
Mm.
other than probably just what they got in the box office.
I'm surprised at your outlook on Home Alone here, man.
Well,
It's an American
the only
franchise.
thing good about Home Alone 2 is Tim Curry.
No, there was funny parts like in all the cape. You know, when at the very end when the crooks try to get him again, and there was some funny stuff.
What about the pigeon lady? She was cool.
Okay, we're gonna have a
She's
heartfelt.
basically just the homeless scary guy.
She was in Angels.
Rehashed.
She was the foster mom in Angels in the Outfield with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah. That was the same guy that was Doc from Back to the Future. He was in that. He was the angel. Anyways, what was I saying?
You talking about Christopher Lloyd?
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
Yeah, he's Doc.
You might not have heard of him.
No, but Home Alone 2, it's like, I'm going to go stay at my aunt and uncle's. And it's totally getting renovated. It's like, of course. So now he can wreak twice as much havoc without any stress. The
Is
first...
it Havoc or Havoc?
I believe it's Havok.
No, it's not.
It's havoc.
It's Havoc.
Havoc is a character in Marvel. I think Havoc is the actual word.
Well, I'm from Eastern European.
Oh.
You're...
Well, why don't you go back then?
Okay.
Go back to Eastern European.
Bye. Bye. See ya.
All right, Jake, now that we're alone.
Yeah. Home Alone, I agree with the original one, but that technically I'm going to say that's a Thanksgiving movie.
They made more than two, didn't
I'll
they?
give
Make
you
3 or 4 as well.
Yeah, but they were
With, like, different
They were
kids.
straight to video too, I believe.
Yeah.
I'll give you a good best slash worst is the Jim Carrey Dr. Seuss How a Grinch Stole Christmas, because visually it was fantastic, but there was parts that were stinkers about
Yeah,
it. You know,
it's
I like the
it's-
way they represented it in
seeing
live action.
Dr. Seuss in real life is creepy.
Well, yeah.
It's too
Have you ever looked at some of his artwork? That's creepy too.
like his not for children artwork.
Yeah, well, it's not even like crazy bad or anything. It's just trippy.
Yeah.
Like it's just the guy had a mind. I'd take a lot of my art.
What's your guys' feeling on Elf?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I like that movie.
I'm new to the Elf bandwagon. It wasn't really a staple in my
I
family.
hated it.
Really?
I didn't mind it.
I know
It's
a lot of
fun
people
movie.
who love it.
I think it's Will Ferrell at his worst, personally, and Peter Dinklage at his best.
I don't like Dinklage anyway, so
What about A Christmas Story? Obviously, that's a classic.
That's another
classic.
one you got to watch it.
yeah.
I mean,
I know,
it's
but
on
it's
nonstop
not
for-
great if you look
by what
at it.
means.
Did you see that toy? Clark Toys is doing a Christmas Story
Yes.
series of figures. That was
Really?
awesome. Yeah.
They got him. They got the kid in the bunny suit.
Yeah, and the dad.
There's so many good lines and stuff from that though, man. Like when they're at the Chinese restaurant and they chop the duck's head off because
Yeah.
it's smiling at
Rah,
her.
rah, rah, rah,
oh
rah.
my god.
I like when
Yeah, but it doesn't keep up with the time.
La 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 la.
I like the
No,
dad
it's
when
fa la la, not rah rah rah.
the dad was hungover on Christmas morning. That was great. My dad always used to get a kick out of that part. That was Grandpa used to laugh at that.
You know,
too.
you were talking about worst movies, or were we talking about best? I lost track.
Best
Wow.
worst, I think it was.
Best worst. Okay, Ernest Saves Christmas.
Any Ernest is pretty best worst.
I don't know why I like Ernest.
R.I.P.
I heard he's a hateful man. R.I.P.
Was.
Was a hateful man.
Really?
I guess. Who
I never
knows?
heard that about him.
Jim Varney being an asshole?
I suppose if you're
Hopefully
only known
not.
for that.
That was just conjecture, so I could be completely wrong.
He's been
So-
dead for 25 years, so it doesn't
God
matter
bless
now.
him.
No, he hasn't been dead that long.
Yes, he has.
Jim Varney. I remember when he used to do the commercial. What was the commercials he used to do it for? And hey Vern, he'd come up to the window. And he's trying to sell some food. Was it
17 years. He died in
mayonnaise
2000.
or something?
Worst
Like
Christmas movie ever. The Family Man with Nicolas Cage.
Never seen it.
Was that a... I never saw it. That
Yes,
was
it
where he
was. Yeah,
Like-
he basically warped into
like a perfect life.
like a Family Guy.
Oh yeah.
It's basically
I
that
remember
Talking Heads song
Yeah.
relived.
The fast lane investment broker offered the opportunity to see how the other half lives. Wakes up to find that his sports car and girlfriend become a minivan and a wife.
not my beautiful house.
Mm-hmm.
This is not my beautiful wife.
Batman Returns is a Christmas movie.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yep.
suppose.
Mm-hmm,
Just because you got all the...
Such a great movie too. I wish they'd go back. That's one thing I heard about the new Justice League movie is they use that Batman theme for Batman in this. Danny Elfman reprised it. That's kind of cool. I could see that.
It's not like wholeheartedly a Christmas movie, but it is one of my all-time favorites that I'll watch anytime it comes on the TV. Can you guess?
No,
Trading Places. Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy.
never really liked that
Christmas movie?
It's
Yeah.
on all the time. though.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
It is during
Definitely.
Christmas. I
Yep,
remember
it
that.
does happen during Christmas.
I wouldn't consider
Wow, I
it a
thought you-
Christmas movie though.
I thought you guys would be way more receptive to that one.
I didn't like that movie.
Do you guys
Why?
consider...
It's hilarious.
I don't know. I just never got into it.
What holiday do you associate The Nightmare Before Christmas for?
Halloween.
Do you?
Yeah.
I always struggle because I always want to watch it Halloween. I'm like, well, am I going to want to watch this in 2 months again?
That's Tim Burton being like, well, I'm gonna make a Halloween movie for Christmas.
You got to watch it twice.
Yeah, it's
Oh, he
Halloween
makes
movie.
a lot of money off that
It's a Halloween
concept.
movie.
It's definitely a Halloween movie.
Scrooged. Oh my gosh, I forgot about Scrooged
Yeah.
So good.
with Bill Murray. That's a great one, man.
Great
Gremlins.
That's something I wanted.
Gremlins.
Yeah, Gremlins.
I forgot that's my.
Well,
I
we're not
take
doing a
everything
list
back.
of our top 30. We're
Well,
talking
okay.
about-
Let's
If
just
we're-
list them all. Here, I'll go online.
If we're talking about my top favorite, I did my worst. My top favorite of all time is Gremlins. That's
That's your favorite Christmas movie of all
absolutely.
time.
I watch it every year.
It has nothing to do with Christmas.
I've
except
never
that
seen
Shut up.
Is it rated R?
No.
Okay, so apparently Gizmo can't touch water and not be fed after midnight.
I don't know when you can start.
Do you
feeding 'em
think if
again,
you
though.
fed
Is it like-
Gizmo a burrito from Chipotle, he'd
dusk-
turn into
it's-
like a hyper gremlin?
Dusk till dawn. From dusk until dawn, they can't eat.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the.
I'm like, that's not a
Quentin
Christmas
Tarantino.
movie.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, that's
no,
a whole other
the gremlin
ordeal.
rule.
Okay,
What if you
so
feed
now,
him after midnight, but it's like really, really water based, like watermelon? Does he go crazy or do they die?
Well, it's still water. They can't be in water either.
what if he's in
What the hell do they eat on a normal basis?
children? Probably children. With this being said, Die Hard, is that a Christmas movie? Yes or no?
It's a Christmas time movie. It's not a Christmas movie.
Depends
per
who
se.
you talk to. I know people who will fight you to the death. That's a Christmas movie.
Because if you go online and you type in best Christmas movies ever,
It Takes a While for it to pop up. There it is.
no, Die Hard's right there.
Right at the top.
Yeah,
Die
I can
Hard
see
2.
it. I can see it. I'll never argue against Die Hard. So
Everybody, you're looking so good out
Yeah,
there.
I'll take
Thank
any
you.
chance I can to watch Die Hard.
yeah, I love Die Hard. I appreciated them all until after the third one. Then they started.
Then it
doing
was it was
was
just
crap.
like, what are we doing? I'm sorry. What are we doing over here?
We're
1 through 3.
cashing checks. Yeah.
I agree.
No.
Now, The Hateful Eight. That's kind of a Christmas movie.
I don't see that
Because it's in
argument.
snow?
Not only snow, but right before spoilers. Samuel L. Jackson kills the old general.
Does he say Merry Christmas or something?
The guy at the piano, the Mexican guy, apparently plays Silent Night.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That actor died too.
What?
Yeah, he's what's his name? He played the sheriff in Kill Bill. He played and Bill's brother, like his half brother or whatever in Kill Bill. What the heck is his name? I can't remember his name.
I'll look it up for you.
But yeah, he passed away.
Did you
That
guys?
came out on Christmas.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't remember that.
Star Wars comes out on Christmas around.
Is that a Christmas
Well,
movie?
Okay, then Lord of the Rings is a Christmas movie, and The Hobbit along with that. That's for sure. You know that's right.
Do you guys go to movies on Christmas?
I'd
James
like
Bond.
to.
I used to go to the Bond movies with my mom because
Yeah.
if I wasn't going to my dad's, she wasn't doing much because we do Russian Christmas. It's
Oh,
always
okay.
the Russians.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we went and go to the theater and see a James Bond flick. I think I saw, what was it, Casino Royale was the last one I saw on Christmas, I believe.
That was a good one. I liked that
It
one.
was okay. Yeah.
I think that was probably the best of the.
Yeah, they got too dark and serious. Like they weren't.
Quantum
they
of
didn't-
Solace blue.
Well, it was just dark.
Skyfall's all right.
Yeah,
Skyfall's.
I didn't
good.
like either one of those. They were just like
Casino
one of them.
Royale.
It was good.
I
Yeah.
loved that.
Yeah, it was the best of
And the
the
twist at the end, I was like,
with the chick in the building. Yeah.
yeah, because she also played the goddess in A Dame to Kill For.
Oh yeah, the one movie where she didn't wear any clothes.
And it's kind of funny because she played the same like personality archetype in both movies. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
manipulative.
Kind of psycho manipulative, beautiful woman.
Exactly.
What's her
Perfect. What?
Yeah, she didn't have
She's
any
single?
clothes on in Sin City, did she? Hardly.
name? Ava
ever.
Green. Ava Green.
Ava Green, yeah.
Green. Yes.
Green Ava.
Another one of those actresses that can look terrifying one second and like ungodly beautiful the next. It's unbelievable.
just the
Depending
angles.
on the angle of the light that's shining on her face, it's crazy. She was in that sequel for 300.
Oh yeah, that's
And
right.
her
Yeah,
fa-
she
it
took
just-
over
ugh.
because the first one was Cersei.
Yep, that's right.
She
Oh,
was
it
the
was
wife.
Cersei. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shame.
Shame.
Damien Bichir.
No, I'll look him up. I'll look it up.
What are you guys trying to figure out?
Go on to your next subject here. The guy that passed away from Kill Bill and all that stuff. I'll look it up here.
David Carradine.
No. Well, yeah, he died. Well, Yeah, he didn't pass away as much as he hung himself. But, well, I guess that's pass away, I guess. But
Same thing.
Have you guys heard the whispers of a Kill Bill 3 as well? Since we're kind of talking about
yeah,
that.
that's been a
No
whisper for
way.
Yeah, it's been they've always kind of talked
about her
about
daughter.
it, but I've been hearing it more and more again lately too.
She has a daughter now.
Well, she did in the first
No,
one.
it was they're talking about. I thought they were talking about Vivica Fox's daughter.
Right, the two daughters. Like, and
Yeah,
what's her name?
because she's like avenging kiddo coming and killing her mom in the kitchen
yes.
because she's like getting ready to go to school and stuff.
What I love about Kill Bill, especially Volume 2, is the very end, how Quentin Tarantino casted Billy Jack to be like the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed that because I watched the old Billy Jack shows. I'm sure Jake did too.
Michael Parks. That's what I was
Michael
thinking.
Parks. Yeah, he did die. That's right.
Sorry. Go ahead, Derek. I'm sorry. I
Billy
missed it.
Jack. Billy Jack. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Oh, dude, it was like an old 1970s. I don't know. I don't want to get too deep in the weeds on it, but I just really appreciated that Billy Jack. I can't remember his real name. If that probably is his real name, and I'm just being completely ignorant. I just love that he played the bad guy, and normally he played the decent guy. You know what I
was
mean?
it called?
Kill Bill Volume 2.
Oh, yeah. Oh. I'm sorry. I was completely off on another subject. I love both those movies.
I heard he's got his next project announced too. Tarantino.
yeah, it's that Manson
It's
thing.
the
right?
Manson. It's some
Ninja
Manson-
Assassin 2.
He should do something like that.
That would be so sick.
I really don't care about that Manson movie.
What if he remade Black Mask with Jet Li? Like took like the same grittiness of
That'd be
Kill Bill
sweet.
1, took Jet Li's Black Mask and brought him back. Have you ever seen those movies? They're
That
like
movie is bomb.
they're like ultra over the top violence. Where it's like, just like Kill Bill where she kills everybody, it's just like
Yeah, it's just sprays blood.
that's kind of how Turbo Kid is. So those are the aspects you might enjoy because it's just so over the top.
I saw the first 15 minutes of Turbo Kid, and I just didn't finish it. Something else came up.
I just love the music
I
personally.
think Kung Fury was better than Turbo Kid.
Kung Pao.
Disagree.
Kung
I think-
Fury's too.
Kung Fury is more tongue in cheek, where Turbo Kid is more heartfelt. Like there's a little bit more
Okay.
of a story
Fair enough.
because he has a girlfriend and all that other cute happy horse shit. So, but there is super brutal scenes, and Michael Ironside as the bad guy. It's pretty good. I mean, God bless them for getting him on a B-rated movie.
That's pretty much all he does nowadays.
Hey,
He's one of the best bad guys out there, though.
Ever.
Character actors.
ever.
Total Recall.
Starship Troopers.
See you at the party, Richter. Yeah. Starship Troopers, yeah, man.
Guado.
I remember I
Guado,
thought
yeah.
forever like that dude didn't have arms because like half the movies he's in, like he has his arms ripped off. Like just Total Recall and Starship Troopers. I'm like, well, does he maybe not have arms? And they're like just figuring out roles for him.
For some reason, I got triggered and thought about Judge Dredd. I was trying to think of who the bad guy was.
The
For some
original one?
Yeah.
Oh, that was what's his name? He's an Italian actor. I can't
My
remember.
gosh,
He's a
it's been
big-
about years
he's a
since
big
I've
actor,
seen
though.
that, man.
The original Total Recall. Or no, the original Judge Dredd with Stallone.
Armin Asante.
Yeah, Armand Asante.
Armand
That's right.
Asante.
Yep.
Yeah, Rico.
Yep. Rico. Yeah, that's right.
Rob
it was his
Schneider.
clone, right? Like they were brothers or
Yeah,
something like that.
I think that. Basically, that movie is just pretty much a deviation from Blade Runner in a way.
What is?
Well, because Judge Dredd is a Blade Runner.
No, Judge is just a judge.
Judges are different from.
They
Do
had
you
this-
see what I'm getting at, though? Well, they are clones, so it's a similar dynamic, aren't they not?
Judges are?
Yeah.
judges are they're specifically bred for that because remember they were frozen and stuff like that, like they when they first. Sorry.
I think those two movies run complete parallel. Now, what you need to do is take those two and make a crossover television series. There's Judges and Blade Runners. The Judges are the lesser of, like, below the Blade Runners, but they're kind of, like, fighting in two separate factions.
Netflix is doing
That would be
Dredd.
sick.
Judge Runners.
Judge
Netflix
Runner.
is Netflix
like
is
it.
doing that Judge Dredd series.
They are?
Yeah, they're producing it, but it's called it's the town. What's the city?
Oh, yeah, Mega City 1.
Mega City
that's
1, that's
right.
right.
I wonder how
Yep,
far that
they're-
is along.
I
Really?
can't wait. Yeah, and it's going to be stories.
Hard
about,
R.
Oh yeah, it's Netflix, dude. They can do whatever they want. Speaking of hard R, I watched Punisher too. You should really need to check that out.
Punisher, the second, or the Netflix Punisher?
Netflix series.
Season 2.
1.
Oh, yeah, because he was in
Daredevil.
Frank Castle's in Daredevil,
Yes.
right? Which I enjoyed.
Frank Castellano
I thought
was in Daredevil.
it was Frank Castle.
They shortened it. Originally, his original name in the comics and whatever, where it's Frank Castellano.
Well, thank
Really?
you.
Yep.
Thank you for
And they shortened it for some reason.
Actually, right on.
Yeah, it's very good. Stranger Things, we'll talk about later after
You guys can banter on it a little bit. Why not?
Okay,
we
I
got
mean,
enough to talk about.
I disliked
You should
it.
watch some.
I'm just gonna say.
No, I don't
disliked
care.
it.
I really don't.
Let me say it.
Just go ahead then.
I disliked it, Justin.
Okay.
Middle of
He's so disinterested.
well, he's looking at something else.
Okay.
Halfway through, it had an episode that made no sense whatsoever, and then the ending just was all of a sudden was over.
I didn't like it as much as the first,
No, not even close.
but I'm glad it was there.
The things they did with
And now they already did it. They already greenlit a third one.
the I know,
season.
but the thing, where are they gonna go?
Well, that's the only thing is when they initially did it, it was just supposed to be like an anthology where, like, okay, this season is this story, next
And
season
then another
is the next story.
Yes, but
But now they're
with
just
the same thing.
can't leave Hawkins and all the kids and stuff.
I hate what they did with Elle. I almost wish she wouldn't have been in the whole thing until the end.
Yeah, he was
was
kind of a
dumb.
weaker character.
But anyway, there was good parts of it.
And they
though.
brought in that new boring girl for like, why do you need another kid?
Another
Yeah.
The
Barb.
redhead. Huh?
Isn't her name Barb?
No.
11 or 8.
No.
11.
The weird.
Barb died in the first season.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Right.
Have
I
you
did
seen the
love-
first season?
Yes, of course. I've seen the first season.
Okay.
I did love that dude from Goonies was in it, and I do love that.
Sean Astin?
Yes,
That was
and I
great.
do love the doctor, Reiser.
Paul
Zhivago.
Reiser.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Dr. Zhivago.
Yeah,
You
that
know
was
what
kinda
happened?
cool, like 80s throwback seeing Paul Reiser and
You know what happens in season 3 of Stranger Things? Pennywise shows up. Bam.
somebody
Then
was
what?
saying that like what are they should like do like have like come back to the town like 20 years later and,
Wasn't
and
that
see
Sean-
like what the kids are, you know.
Was that Sean dude in the original It at all?
Sean Astin?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, because he was telling a story in that car to tell the kid how he conquered his fears, and he was telling the It story.
I don't know. I remember
Straight
that
up.
scene, but I don't remember the story.
So
I'll
I
have
just
watch
wanted
it
to know.
again.
Yeah.
That was probably just an ode to.
They did a lot of that, yeah.
Well, the two brothers that directed I Know Stranger Things, they were trying to land the It movie. They were actually trying to direct the new reboot.
That makes sense.
And the studio wouldn't let them, so then they went on to write Stranger Things, which I
Sucks
found
to
that
be-
pretty.
I think they need
interesting.
to switch the story up if they're going to keep going, though, because
I
I
agree.
can't see us 5 years from now still dealing with these
Yeah.
same people.
It's
and the same
definitely
problem.
a more modern take of Twin Peaks from what I have seen so far.
And there's something else I heard that's coming out soon where it's like, oh, if you like Twin Peaks and Stranger Things, you should check it out. I think it's coming out next month on Netflix. It's some sort of Netflix original.
Now, what's
Let me
this
look it up.
Mind Freak show you guys are talking
Mindhunter.
about? Oh, okay.
Mind Freak was Chris
Yeah, Chris
Angel.
Angel.
Mindhunter is great.
No, but what is it though?
Can I tell it, Justin?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so it's
Because I don't
based-
even know what it is.
based on a true story of these two FBI agents.
Okay.
That
Behavioral scientist kind of
started
people.
in the original behavior science part of the FBI before it was even really a known thing.
Like they coined like the
Dealing with
term like
serial-
Is this a
serial killer and-
documentary or is this
It's
reacted?
real. It's real.
There's
And
a book that this dude
But
wrote,
it's like
and it's kind of based off
It's just
his
like
book.
it's a documentary though.
No, it's a
No,
show.
It's a show.
Okay, okay.
but
It's
it's
dramatic.
based in true life, and they
So
go
dramatic representation.
Yes, and they go and interview Kemper and all these serial killers.
Jason Kemper.
No, and it's really good. It's directed by David Fincher, so it's that style, that dark, gritty style. I loved it. I got through the season quick. It went fast.
How many episodes and how long per episode?
9. It's an hour and 9 or 10. I want to say. Wasn't it 10?
Per episode?
No.
Oh, how many episodes?
So was the
I
premise?
think it was 8.
Is the
Was it
premise
8?
similar to The Men Who Stare at Goats?
No.
About like the
no.
military.
No. It's more real based in fact and how they actually came up with this department in the FBI. It was like in the 70s. It's based in the 70s. When
It's
it
all
actually
like
started.
these dudes going around and just interviewing basic serial killers and trying to figure out like
Why they
What
do
makes
things.
them
how to
tick?
yeah, they're
and how
basically
to stop them and how to do patterns. And before they came around, they would just like, that guy killed this person, they arrest him, and they didn't
Yeah.
look for patterns or maybe he did other crimes. It was just it was early police work. And these were the two detectives that kind of started that whole program and how they built it. It's really good. It's really good.
David Fincher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It's my guy.
I made it halfway through Dead Alive, by the way. Justin.
Why'd you stop?
I I wanted to go to bed, and it was right at the part where she's at the table and she's like trying to talk, and her skin's like peeling off her face or something
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
and it's all falling in her soup
Yeah,
and stuff.
I'm just like, all right, well, I gotta go to bed. You guys want to take a quick break?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, you guys stick around. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
sign there that says toxic spill?
Yeah.
What's that?
Disregard that, Frank. It's a bunch of liberal bullshit.
Right. This is a nice spot.
Yeah. Oh! What's that? You were supposed to get booze.
Oh, this is ham. Soaked in rum. It is loaded with booze.
God damn it, Frank. Eating your drinks? That is genius.
Welcome back, Cyberbots.
I had a hard time holding my laugh.
I was having a hard time. We're gonna jump right in and talk about
How to make a good rum ham?
how to make a good rum ham.
I actually got my mom to send me her recipe for
Really?
this, so
Mom's
Do you
recipes
put
are the
chives
best.
on your ham, or is that only in the potatoes? And do you have this Christmas Eve, or do you have it Christmas Day?
I put chives in my potatoes and cloves on the ham.
Same
Cloves?
thing.
Cloves, yeah.
Oh, cloves.
A clove.
I said
Clove.
clothes.
Clothes,
Like jeans
yes,
and
yeah,
shirts.
I dress it up.
Denim chicken.
Before I
Now
get it drunk.
Versace has their own hot ham line clothing special.
Just a ham, just wearing some low-rise pants.
Are you guys much of a ham? Are you guys more ham or turkey people?
Turkey.
I'm ham because it preserves better and it goes better on sandwiches. I feel like with turkey it dries out and you have
That's true.
to heat it up or else it tastes gross.
Mayo. All you gotta do is load up some mayo
Yeah,
on it.
why do you
yeah.
mess up turkey with
Why don't we
mayo?
just
No,
get a
no.
big spoonful of Hellman's and just go?
I've done
If
it
there's
before.
anything worse than eggnog, it's mayo.
Oh, that's crazy. You guys are nuts.
Recommended ham and cheese
Miracle
recipes.
Whip. That's gross.
Let's
Mayonnaise is good.
Miracle
let's
Whip's
mix
not
some
bad.
eggs and some oil and spread it on our sandwich.
Sounds good. So do you want me to read what
Do
she...
you buy them fully cooked?
What?
Ham? You're supposed to buy it fully cooked?
I think hams are usually smoked.
Smoked at
and
least,
then
yeah.
you cook them.
It's pork, so they have to cook it at somehow.
Yeah.
So I pulled one up online and it says 1 can, 20 ounces of sliced pineapple. That
No.
you put on top of there. Now just listen to me.
No.
Half spiral slice, fully cooked bone-in ham, 8 to 10 pounds.
Bonin.
That's what she
Bone-in.
said.
2 to 3 cup maraschino cherries.
Maraschino.
My favorite thing is maraschino,
Maraschino
cherries.
cherries on a ham?
No.
1 and 1.5 cups packed brown sugar.
No, you have the cherry sauce on the
Half
side.
teaspoon seasoned salt. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take an aluminum baseball bat and you beat that thing till it's tenderized.
Yeah, you got to tenderize it.
Oh, you gotta. That's why I stick it up on a
Have you ever used
pinata.
a knife bat or like a nail
bat
bat?
knife? Oh, well, that's how you cut it up eventually
That's how
after
you,
it's cooked.
Is a knife bat? Isn't it
Kind
something
of like
you get-
aerating your lawn,
Yeah,
but
so
for meat.
you take a 5-gallon bucket, you put it underneath the great baked Hollywood ham, and then you just smack it till all the meat falls into
All
the
the
bucket.
juices?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I've grown up knowing you don't poke anything into the meat hole-wise because it lets
What?
out...
You're
it
kind
lets
of
out
digging.
ju- I know. I'm trying to get out of... that's what she said. thing.
Oh
No, but even like
Back
in a
up.
like even when you're cooking a steak, you never cut into it to see if it's done
No,
because
you leave those juices in there.
Yeah, right. So I live my life the way.
Are you Hank Hill, for God's sake?
Might as well be.
We only have to have propane.
Not as far right.
Propane
wing as
or
him, but
charcoal? Charcoal's superior, personally.
Propane
If
cooks
you're-
faster.
Well,
but-
no. Well, if you're
True.
if you're if you're grilling a steak, yeah,
Oh,
charcoal.
I thought you'd say a ham. Nice grilled ham.
Steaks are ham, right?
Yeah, but see on
Okay, first what you got to do is you got to find a pig. You name it Wilbur, and then you get attached,
and then you kill it.
and then you have to kill it.
I heard it tastes more delicious if you have feelings.
See, I feel like
Oh my God, that's what it says about children.
I feel like if you're grilling a if you're grilling a steak, I feel like propane is slightly better because you can put a sear on it. When you're doing charcoal, you're kind of that's
see
the
what
Do
you're
you mean
saying.
like a layaway, like Sears used to do, or
No.
No, like a crust.
R.I.P.
No, SEER.
There's still Sears. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but who the hell goes shopping at Sears?
My grandma's.
Exactly.
Dude, I buy T-shirts at Sears all the time, man. They're cheap.
What, online? When's the last time
No.
you stepped foot in a goddamn Sears?
Mall of America. What's
There's
it?
not a Sears at the Mall of America.
Not
I'm
anymore.
pretty sure there is.
When's the last time you were out there?
Month ago.
Here, I'm gonna share a
There's
quick.
not a Sears.
I'm just-
not in the last 20 years.
I'm gonna share a quick holiday story about Justin and I. We decided one fruitful Saturday afternoon that it would be a great idea to go down to the Mall of America. This is at least 3 years ago. Back when I still smoked, Justin drove. We were leaving. We were in the parking ramp, and the place was packed.
Oh man,
This was like 2 weeks before Christmas,
I was
mind
losing
you.
my mind. I remember that. I totally forgot about this.
I'm
till you said
finishing my
this.
cigarette, and these people pull up behind us. They're waiting, and Justin's like, "Let's go, let's go." And I'm like, "Hang on, I'm trying to finish up." Then these two people start yelling at each other from inside their car. Then it turns out the dude gets out of the car, goes up to the window. They start screaming at each other. By this time, Justin's flipping a shit. Like, dude, we just got to get out of here. It was like a zombie outbreak. It was terrible. Never
place
again
during the
will I
year.
ever go to the mall.
Well,
unless I have to work, which I've done one time. And let me tell you, the basement of the Mall of America is like the goddamn Death Star. It looks just
I've heard
like
that.
it.
It's huge.
It
and
reminds
just
me of
empty.
Spaceballs. You know what I mean? Like those long, empty hallways. I just feel like I'm on a spacecraft. Oh, yeah. And
Well, what was a week
underground
and a
layer.
half ago? There was a stabbing there again.
oh, perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably in
I remember when I went
wasn't it
there-
a Sears?
It could have been. I don't know.
So, holiday ham. Your mom gave you a recipe, right?
Oh yeah,
Why don't you pull it up for all of our listeners?
specifically
Yeah, give us
asked
the
her.
bullet points. What are the important?
So
Are there any vegan options for a holiday ham?
Justin,
I'd have to talk to my sources.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be called.
Okay,
a ham,
ladies
though.
and gentlemen, we're going to have to get back to you on the vegan ham. Thank you.
all right.
All right.
My mom's instructions.
Instructions.
Very first one: rinse the ham.
Oh, I thought it'd be buy the ham.
If really salty, you can soak it If
In a
it's-
brine?
If it's a real ham.
Oh,
I don't know
we're
what that
eating
means.
artificial hams now?
What? Have I had a bad ham before?
Put in a baking pan and pour a can of 7-Up or ginger ale all over it. And
What?
bake at 325 degrees for 20 minutes per pound.
You're getting upset about over some goddamn
And
pineapple?
put sugar on the top of it. It glazes it.
I'll glaze you.
You
I
ba-
use maple syrup.
You baste every half hour. The last hour or so, cover it with a mixture of 1 part yellow mustard and 2 parts brown sugar. Stop. That's what she said
Stop.
after that.
Don't
But
overcook.
she makes bomb food, so that's who I went to.
What if you take that recipe and then just added a little pinch of cayenne and some garlic powder?
That ruins it.
like
It's
a
too
Mexican
salty.
ham.
That's too much salt, man. There's so much salt in
I didn't
a
say
ham.
garlic salt. I said
Yeah.
powder.
Garlic and no, I don't see garlic on ham at all.
Do you see
Ro-
rum on ham?
Rosemary?
Oh yeah.
What kind of rum? Like Captain? Because I got in a fight with that dude
Yeah,
a long time
do
ago,
you
and
need
we're still not
spiced?
talking.
Sailor Jerry.
Ooh.
Swaler Jerry.
Swaler Jerry. Or some Malibu. My cousin would put
Oh
some
my
Malibu.
God. Gross.
Coconut ham.
Coconut. Well, I guess.
Well, you're putting pineapple on it already. You already debauched the freaking thing.
Hey, but you like pineapple.
Yes, not cooked. It's a fruit.
That's a sin.
Do not cook fruits.
Have you ever had a glaze?
What about fruit pie?
Ugh.
Like
What do you
apple
mean?
pie?
Are
Apple
you talking
crisp?
about,
Well,
wait. Are you
I
talking
mean-
about pound cake? Is that what you're talking about?
What are you
No,
talking about?
what are you even on?
But you said fruit pie. Every time I think of fruit pie, I just think of pound cake.
That's not a pie. That's a cake.
Whoa. We
Fruit
just broke
pie
the
is like
we just
apple
broke the
pie.
fourth wall.
Apple pie I can handle.
Once again, we want to thank you guys for sticking around this.
Did you go in the
podcast.
bathroom and do a line or something? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Oh, I just think this Rockstar Recovery Energy drink is.
You drank that an hour and a half ago.
It's finally kicking in.
Oh,
What can I say?
calm down.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Daryl's gonna have a coronary. We gotta get out of here.
Yeah, with you two geriatric patients.
He's got a point. He's got to keep it lively, I guess.
I'm gonna buy you walkers for Christmas. That's
I could use one. Actually.
Skywalkers. Anyways, that's a week away, right, guys?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Is
man,
it?
I'm excited.
Jeez.
I just hate the crowds going to see it. I just wait
That's
for
why
the
I
day where I
wait.
can go there when it's quiet.
You know one thing I didn't mention about the whole Fandango thing that I got into? I was an idiot. I ordered tickets on Fandango. I didn't look at the date. I went to go meet up with Justin for a beer. Next thing I know,
Your movie's starting.
yeah, I got an email saying your movie started. I'm like, what? Like seriously.
That's why I don't do online shit.
But and then they charge you extra. But at the same time, you go there, and not only are there lines, but say like from the movie Star Wars, you ultimately have to use that unless like if you want to see it that first opening weekend, you're gonna have to use Fandango to reserve
See,
your
I
seats.
don't do openings.
Yeah, I can't.
But I like to be the first because assholes on the internet post spoilers. Like spoiler alert, I'm gonna give you 3 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3. When Force Awakens came out, I already saw shit like the morning of, and I saw Force.
That's because you're looking at.
But I'm talking
online.
about for Han. You
Yeah,
know
but
what I
you're
mean?
looking at stuff.
No, but it's
Stop.
just on my Facebook page. So I'm
Don't look at Facebook.
I can't help it.
Yeah, you.
I am a
problem.
product of
You're
my
both right.
environment, and that's the future.
You're both right.
Thank you.
I just don't feed into that
I just
crap.
want to apologize for yelling. I just felt very
It's
passionate
okay.
about
clip
that.
down.
I just don't. I don't watch any of that kind of stuff for it. So I just wait for the second
Well,
or
you
third
saw
day
the
I go in.
trailers for the Last Jedi.
Well, I went.
You can't
I
even
saw
watch
one
trailers
trailer.
without being
I saw
spoiled,
one
almost.
trailer. I saw one trailer, the first trailer during the World Series. That's it. I'm not watching anything else. I saw a picture of Rey, but that's it.
It was funny.
The last Star Wars, I went elbow deep in that, and I got way too involved and knew way too much before I went in. And I wish I went to.
takes the fun away.
Yeah, and it does.
Are you talking about Rogue One?
No.
Okay. Well, that was technically the last Star Wars movie.
Yeah, but I already knew that story. I already knew exactly what they were going to do with that. But
Star Wars.
I'm sick of trailers spoiling my video games. I'm sick of trailers spoiling my movies. They show these trailers for video games, and they show like a 5-second thing hours into the game, and then you come across, you're like, well, that would have been way cooler if I would have known it was at this point or something like that.
Well,
I'm
what
just-
about
rather
shit?
have 'em-
What about shit in trailers that never make it into the movie?
That's what I was
well,
gonna
that's
say.
another part too.
I watched like a whole like 10-minute YouTube thing this morning about like things that are in trailers that never popped up in the movies or games. I was like, man, I forgot about all this. That was cool stuff. But
And the next thing,
I
you
I'd
know,
rather
digress.
have them do that than actually show me what is happening.
time is just cascading towards us. Because I remember at the end of The Force Awakens when I walked out of that theater, I'm like, wow, I have to wait 2 years to figure out what happens next. That's
Yes.
such a long wait.
that's kind of how I felt
And
like
then
when
now
it came
we're
out.
here.
It's kind of the
Exactly.
same thing. I remember thinking that with Kill Bill, like, oh man, I can't. It's infuriating.
All the
surreal.
Avengers movies, I'm like, holy Christ.
Yeah.
Infinity War is coming out in 3 years.
How many
and I
are
was
there
like,
now? There's 1, 2.
Jeez.
No, there's 12 or 13.
79, I think.
No. I know people that are in. Never. I know. I see what you're saying, but
Actual
I'm saying
Avengers movies?
actual Avengers
This will
movies.
be 4. This will be 4.
The
Infinity
fourth
War,
one.
yeah.
Well, you had the original, you had the sequel, you had Age of Ultron.
Age of
Which
Ultron.
was garbage, by the way.
Yeah, that one kind of blew.
I actually enjoyed that more than Civil War, personally.
Gross.
Well, Civil War.
Civil
is-
War was one of the better ones.
I
liked
disagree. I think it was not its strongest suit
it. I liked it.
because the ending's just like, "Hi, I'm Steve Rogers. This is for Iron Man. I'm real sorry about that. I'm real sorry about everything. Maybe we can be friends again."
Yeah,
The
I never
end.
said any of that.
Well, basically, that's what the note at the end of the movie said, and I'm just like, "Oh, okay." That was just a giant cop out.
All I know is my favorite Avengers anything's up to date right now is Winter Soldier. That was still my favorite of all of them.
That is very good. I just never been a fan of Captain America.
I wasn't
personally.
either until
Winter
I started
Soldier
watching
was
it.
badass, though, man.
Yeah, it was that 80s like crime
Gritty.
movie. Yeah,
Who was
I
the
liked
guy
people
that
died
was?
in that one.
Oh, he was Robert Redford.
it. Yep.
He was a part of Hydra.
Hydra.
Oh,
well,
that's right.
Shield, Hydra.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, we just got off on a huge tangent.
And I
there,
also liked
ladies and gentlemen.
Iron Man 2, which nobody else likes, but I loved it. So
Was that the one with...
Whiplash.
yeah, that one was kind of lame.
What about Iron
Where's
Man
my
3?
bird?
That's one we didn't
I hated
talk
that
about.
movie.
No, but it is a Christmas movie.
No,
like
it's
by
not.
bullshit. By and large, Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie because like the main opening theme is Pepper gets like this giant bunny from Tony for Christmas. And then he's like fostering some kid during Christmas or something
Well, it
like
happens during Christmas. It doesn't mean it's a Christmas movie.
that. If it happens during Christmas, it's a goddamn Christmas movie. If there's Christmas trees and shit like that in the movie.
Strongly disagree.
I strongly disagree with you.
Good.
Good, I quit.
Good. Bye.
All right.
Alright.
Bye, guys.
All right. What are you guys playing lately? Because I've just been curious. We haven't been able to catch up. I mean,
I've been trying to get through that Wolfenstein, man.
I have too.
I had to bring it
definitely
all
have.
the way down to like,
Baby mode.
yeah, he's basically wearing the pacifier and crying
I
in the
feel
baby
like
bonnet.
well, I feel like it's just such a narrative-driven game.
It is.
You
Like-
lose some of the I don't know.
Like every end of every level is like 2, 3, 4 minute cutscene. I go and make a sandwich and stuff.
the things I don't like that like it honestly gave me the spins when I was in that what was it, the ship or whatever it is.
the sub,
Yeah, the sub, and I'm just trying to
like
figure
the
out
home base.
Yeah, where I'm
It's-
trying to go next.
Yeah.
I kept walking in circles.
I-
You were there even.
Yeah, but I'm surprised you guys have as much trouble as you do with that
I-
game.
well, I
mean,
don't.
it was hard,
I don't.
but I got
It's
through
so
it in
twitchy though.
The map is really
8
helpful.
hours, 12 hours.
There's
8, 9, 10,
there's
I don't know.
not a lot of auto assist on that game.
It's not meant to.
No, I know, but that's why I think we're used to it with Destiny and stuff like that. Because you just shoot in the general, you press the L trigger in the general direction, you're probably gonna hit them.
It's tough to get headshots in Wolfenstein.
Exactly, it's super tough.
Yeah.
So to just bring the narrative along, I dropped it down to Daddy, will you play, or can you hurt me or whatever.
Yeah,
But Daddy,
it reminds me
please.
of Doom.
Oh,
It
in
is
a
Doom.
huge way.
And that's another thing too. Is it's 60 frames a second. We're not used to that.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's more fast than it is hard.
Another thing with Doom is I've been seeing, Doom came out on VR. I'm
saw
super
that.
interested for $300.
I'd puke.
But for $300 for the newer version, that's not bad. I mean, personally,
Is that Sony VR then?
yeah, PlayStation VR. So I already have the PlayStation.
Damn it, sorry.
I don't know. I just watched some streamer play it last night, and it looks super cool. He even had that, that gun, that peripheral they have from Farpoint? It's like an actual gun with a motion deal on
What's
it.
Farpoint?
Farpoint's like a first-person PSVR game that came out. It was the first one that came out with the light gun. You put a motion, like a motion wand at the end of the gun, and it's got triggers
okay.
and all that. That's what he was using to
Oh,
play
yeah, Farpoint.
Doom.
Yep.
To play Doom.
I
That
can
would be
see that.
sick.
The movement is what the part that would get me.
See, I think maybe I'm wrong, and you can hit us up if I am wrong, because I would really like to know. But I believe that controller has a joystick on the back.
Right, but you're physically not moving. That's what throws me off when I played a VR game. I was not physically, my body was not moving. My head was moving around looking and stuff, but I wasn't running. I wasn't falling, and it throws your brain off. I get motion sickness from that. So
I think it's
assuming.
I think it's just like with anything, you just build up a tolerance. You kind of have to take baby steps into it and get used to it. Because I'm sure people still feel like that about 3D movies.
I don't like 3D movies. They give me
Or like
headaches.
first-person movies, like we were saying on Hardcore Henry last week.
I mean, you
Yeah.
see that was a huge trend that died because you had Nintendo 3DS, and now it's just 2DS. They're just like, oh well, I guess that
Oh,
wasn't
yeah, what
a
happened
thing.
to those? That's right.
Exactly.
That wasn't really overbearing.
I don't think
It
so.
would-
I think
I
it looked
didn't-
great,
yeah, it looked
especially in
pretty cool.
Samus Returns, the new Metroid
Yeah,
game that came out.
was really cool.
Yeah, I like
Sick.
that 3D.
Still gave me
Sick.
headaches, though. 3D gives me headaches, and I don't know why.
It's a perception thing.
I think so. But
is
if
too.
I was a kid and I went back in time and I told myself, guess what? There's going to be a handheld console that it's going to be 3D. It's not going to be popping out hologram, but it's going to have a lot more depth on Nintendo. I would lose my mind.
With no glasses.
Exactly, with no glasses.
Yeah,
I
true
couldn't
that.
fathom that.
I'm just waiting for augmented reality. That's what I'm waiting for. The glasses, where you can still see what's going around you, but it just adds something to the environment.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Hologram.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Or HoloLens.
HoloLens, yep. Which I don't.
So Wolfenstein, that's what I was trying to finish up that Battlefront 2 campaign as well.
Yeah,
Still haven't done it?
You need to finish that. I want you to get done with that.
I
so
honestly
can
haven't been able to
rant about
game
it.
since the last time you were over.
Yeah, well, that
I've had a
happens
lot
when
going
you're
on.
Yeah, and you
dating.
haven't been gaming much either, you said.
Oh, thanks,
No.
Jake.
I literally I have not touched my Xbox in a week. Maybe
Wait,
even
you
more
just
than a week.
you want to talk about that new toy that you got there just for
Oh
fun?
yeah, I got a early Christmas present from Mom. She got me a Surface Pro, the i7 one.
It's
The big
crazy.
boy. It's
It is
really crazy.
insane.
It's basically my desktop and tablet and laptop all at
And you
once.
can stream your Xbox games
Yep.
to it.
Yep,
And
I
use a
was-
controller, right?
Yes, I was laying in my bedroom with my Xbox on in my living room. I was laying in my bedroom with it on my lap and playing Battlefront, streamed from my Xbox with my Xbox One controller. Plus, I have old Nintendo games and stuff on it. I just hardwire, plug in the controller, and plays it seamlessly.
Done.
But I've been doing drawing on it because I've got a bunch of drawing programs for it, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, you're going to be putting some of that art up on the Facebook website, right?
Eventually, yes.
Yeah.
I want to clean it up and everything. I'm still kind of learning everything. I haven't drawn digitally for a long time, and it's way advanced now from when I was back in the day. There was no pen. I was using a mouse.
No, yeah.
It's a whole nother ball game. Plus, there's some software I want to get that's cost some money. So, but I'm messing around with it. I know there's a kids television show that wants me to do a little bit of drawing for sets and stuff like
Why
that. I got
not?
to work on all that stuff.
Yeah, I know.
So, but I want to learn all that stuff first, and but you'll see some of it, I think, in our cross stream when that gets done. I think we're gonna have our little logos, so
Yeah.
I'll have a little bit up there for that.
We really like your art.
Well, thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah, and we're excited to finally kind of get some new graphics out there. We've been rolling with the same old Cyber Lunch profile pictures, so that art's going to be coming along, and we got a lot more stuff in the works, so we're excited.
On and upwards, onwards and upwards.
Speaking of onwards and upwards, it looks like PlayerUnknown's Battleground is making its way from a strictly PC only platform to the Xbox
Now, is it only Xbox?
Exclusive.
Console? Okay.
Exclusive.
And I think the game preview is $29.99.
$30. Yep.
Oh, it's on the game preview even, too.
Yeah.
So you
Dude,
can
it's
try
still-
it for free.
Well, no.
No,
You have to pay $30. It's
it's like an
early
Ark
access kind
It's
of
like
thing.
Ark Survival Evolved, how they did that.
that was free, though.
Yeah, but
you can
demo.
play like an hour.
Right. This is the full thing of what's out now for early access for $30. The problem is it's still not working on it PC properly.
So it's basically $30 for a beta test on console.
Basically,
It's like it's like funding a Kickstarter campaign in a way.
yeah. Except
similar
this
to,
guy has made like $8 billion already on this.
similar to like
stuff, so.
Friday the 13th because that's
Yeah.
all we did for that.
I'm
Yeah.
getting it. I know Daryl's getting it. Justin, I'm sure
I-
will get.
I'll probably get
I
it.
have to have morbid curiosity.
Yeah,
about
I love
it.
shooters
It's
too.
100 players.
Yeah, it's
No
basically
way.
you 100 people get dropped onto an island, or like a big massive
Yeah.
area, and there's a giant circle around you that gradually closes in and forces everybody towards the center of the map, and it's survival.
Sounds like Battle Royale.
well,
Did you
it
ever
is.
see that movie?
Oh, or No Escape. I said that. before.
Battle Royale. That
But
sounds so familiar.
I'll borrow it to you.
Okay.
I'm just telling you guys, don't get your hopes up on this game. Being
Oh, I'm sure it's a work in progress.
well, it's been a work in progress since it came out, and like I said, there's still problems there. They have not even come close to fixing.
Think
on-
about all the games that are going to
PC,
come out
so.
after that are fashioned exactly like.
It's already happened.
Well, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, there's
You have
tons of it.
Fortnite, obviously.
Yep.
That's one of the big ones.
Plus, Destiny is talking about putting in a battle royale mode in Destiny.
I just watch clips of people playing PUBG and they're just having a blast. It's
Yeah.
always people just laughing and like, "Oh my god, how'd you do that? Oh, I can't believe that."
Or Supreme Rage.
or
Like
that. Yeah.
absolute Supreme Rage.
Much respect to Dr. Disrespect when it comes to PUBG viewing. You should check him out. He's hilarious.
Yeah, I remember you showing him to me.
Yeah, he's a great
He won
streamer.
some sort of Webby award recently, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's up for Trending Gamer of the Year or something
Yeah.
like him. Yep.
One thing I don't want to deter the conversation, and Justin, you're going to be mad at me. But
great.
just to
Is it
Jake,
Destiny?
it's going to be a Destiny minute.
Oh, you're not going to get any happy news from me.
No, but
Sweet, I
here-
like this then.
Okay, so you know how they had Destiny 1, and then they had all the expansions come out separately. You could get the season pass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for the next, like, you know how they had the Destiny Taken King come out?
Yep.
And it had everything plus the new expansion? That's what I'll wait for.
And I am doing that as well because I am not happy with this. What's
You
going
want to
on.
explain yourself a little bit? Go ahead.
Well, they had a whole controversy with XP lying and showing that you're making a certain amount of XP, but on screen it's telling you that, but in reality, in the hardware, it's not giving you that much XP.
How the hell did they find that out, though?
Some really rabid fans that played it. The guy played through 3 different characters when PC came out, and he started playing it, and he's like, "Why am I'm doing the exact same thing that I'm doing with the other character? Why is this not leveling up nearly as fast?" So basically, the problem with this is when you reach level 20 in Destiny, you don't get any more levels, but you will open bright engrams, which have emotes, ships, skins, things like that. The only other way to get those bright engrams is to pay with real live money. So their version of
microtransactions.
Right. So if they throttle back your XP while they make you think that you're getting something, so you keep playing because you're like, "Oh, I'm getting all this XP." If they can do that, they still incentivize you to go and spend real money in this. After you've already paid, by this time, Trial of Osiris will be out. And if you paid for the DLC, you'll be $120 deep in this game. And they're still trying to get you for every nickel and dime. It's ridiculous, and I'm
So-
sick of it.
So, Trials of Osiris, what does that come with? Is that a new raid, or
There's a raid layer.
what the hell does that mean?
So in
Raid layer sounds like a fighter from Killer Instinct.
layer,
Raid layer.
yeah, Layer, like layer.
I know.
Okay, so you know the
Dragon Slayer.
the raid right now is that giant ship that you go on to and fight the.
Court of Orcs.
No, it's the. what
That's
is it
how
called?
much I know
The
about it.
Leviathan. And it's a
Okay.
multi-leveled ship. So what they're doing now, instead of having a new raid for this DLC, they're unlocking an extra level of that ship, and it's going to be like a raid level, which is fine because it's not going to take nearly as long to finish, and blah blah blah. The problem is everybody's going to finish it in a week, if that. I bet you there'll be people done that night, and there's just not enough content. Now, Destiny also canceled one of their live streams they were going to do for the Osiris thing because people were complaining so much about nothing new coming. Like this, the Trials of Osiris DLC is only going to be 3 hours or so of gameplay, and then what? Right? So they canceled that and started talking about the actual things people were concerned about. Custom matches, ranked PvP, working over the Crucible so it's not so team-based where you can actually run off by yourself, play as a single player in a group, you know. New weapons, new roles. They're going to do, they're starting to work on random roles instead of every weapon being a fixed role.
I feel like that's a pipe dream. I mean, who
No,
knows?
that's what they said they're going to do.
I know,
And
but
December 5th came out with Osiris, and they did some of the small fixes already, and the rest of them are going to be done at the end of the year. May, spring is when the next DLC is coming out. That's when I will be getting it. I'm not messing with that game until then. I'm doing my own little private protests, like I did with Destiny 1. I didn't play that game for the first 6 months it was out because of what they were doing, and so that's the way it's going to be.
Let me ask you guys a quick question. Is there any specific game that you return to every holiday?
Holiday? A
Yeah,
game?
maybe like Madden or like probably NHL, something you'd play with friends or.
No, it's
Not
whatever's
really.
hot that year, I suppose,
No,
or
I
whatever
guess.
like that
Really.
year.
I guess.
I would say, well, I mean, it's not that long of a length, but even within the original one, I play that like once or twice every year.
Every
So I think it would
Halloween.
come around,
Yeah.
wintertime when I'm sitting in the house doing
Well, that was a good conglomerate of all different types of horror games. So,
Yeah.
and we've touched on that.
It's not really a holiday game, but, something I play every year.
Well, it looks like Santa already came for Jake.
Yep.
Justin, if you had a gaming or movie wish list for the holiday season, what do you think you'd have on it? It's kind. I know it's kind of a tough one. Maybe games that just kind of got by you, which I'm sure that would be a lot cheaper.
Gosh, I don't know.
Like for me personally, Tekken 7, I have that on my list. I have a PlayStation 4, and I haven't touched Horizon Zero Dawn.
Got to play that game.
And I've found it. I don't know if it came through or not, but I found it for $20.
Such a good deal.
And then I also found Everybody's Golf, which if you're ever a fan of the Hot Shots Golf series from back in the PlayStation 2 days, I think there was one on original PlayStation as well. Super simple, but it's actually, just kind of fun to just mess around. Gee, what else? One game that I did take the leap of faith on that I asked for, and I probably shouldn't have, but at the same time, I have a deep curiosity because I love the rest of the games in that same franchise as Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
I will never spend another dime.
I heard the second one sucked.
Awful. I bought it.
I love the first
and returned
one.
it within a day and a half.
Well, now I feel bad because that's what I asked for.
Well, I mean,
what?
Good way to
just
get
sit
it
on
is
the
free.
shelf with the rest of your games that you have sitting there you haven't played.
The only games that I have sitting there that I haven't played is Guitar Hero Live, The Order 1886, and that's about it.
I played through that.
Yeah, I heard that's a quick one.
Well,
It's worth it, though.
I know it's just a tech demo.
It's worth it.
Yeah,
And then my cousin I let him borrow my PlayStation for a little while so he could get through Bloodborne. He was a big Dark Souls fan. And he's like, "What's Bloodborne?" I'm like, "Dude, are you serious?"
Oh,
Are
man.
you kidding me? Wow. I love Bloodborne.
And I was like, "Hey, what'd you think?" "Oh, it's more of the same." I was like, "Well, yeah, it's from Software."
If that game would have come out this year, it would have been my game of the year.
You think Castlevania would be a good translation, like not necessarily 8-bit, but just like a 16-bit to 64-bit version of Bloodborne? I mean,
I think
it
it
kind of
just looked
derives
good.
from the same thing. I
think
if you
it
think
could be
about the
Bloodborne.
you think about the monsters and stuff like that. I don't know. That's kind of a weird topic.
It makes sense to me.
You guys want to hit up the secret question, Justin?
I got one for you guys if you're ready to.
I think we're ready
Do
to
it.
go. I think
Bring it
we
on.
touched on everything. Did you have anything from movies or wish lists or?
Well,
I do want to see Dunkirk
eh,
eventually.
Yeah, what happened to that? That should be out. on
It's having a
DVD.
rescreening in the IMAX, I believe, this week. So
I'd probably ask for Spider-Man because I don't have it yet. I'd probably ask for
Guardians 2.
Assassin's Creed.
Really?
I still haven't
Yeah.
seen Guardians 2 yet. I got to stream that.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed was one of my favorite games of the year, but it
Guardians-
just didn't make it. It was-
Guardians 2 was good. It was just kind of an extension of the
Yeah,
first.
It wasn't as good, nearly as good as the first. And what's with his mustache? He's got to get rid of that thing.
Who?
Uh,
Kurt Russell?
no.
Chris Pratt?
Yeah.
Does he have a mustache in
He's got
that?
like a little 80s porn mustache. It's bad. You got to stop. And sideburns.
It's probably because they have the whole 80s thing
I
going
don't
on.
care. It's not the 80s in that movie. Stop
I
it.
know. They
Well,
just
same
like
with Thor
having it.
Ragnarok.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. So.
Yeah, why? What is. Yeah,
If I had to choose, I'm going to tell you guys right now, if I had to choose between Justice League and Thor Ragnarok, Thor takes it.
Well, yeah, I would imagine so.
But Disney's got their fists so deep in that you can't. There's nothing that you can really take serious in those movies because
Yeah.
it's trying to like
appeal to
just
a mass market.
Not only appeal to a mass market, but just really try to follow the formula of a Guardians movie,
yeah.
where it's
Well,
kind of more going to
but-
be more focused on the comedy than
Right, but in Infinity War, the Guardians are the ones that find Thor and bring him back to Earth. So that kind of makes sense. They wanted to make it that kind of in space. It's kind of this crazy psychedelic area, blah blah blah. So I'm excited to see Thor. I haven't seen it yet. It's
Well, I
just
guess
one of those ones.
I guess
buy.
knowing that it makes it a little bit better, but just saying, I just found that Disney meddling. I don't know.
Just wait for Star Wars. They'll
That's
do
a
it
whole
there
other
too.
deal. Oh well, yeah.
At least they're respecting that franchise, though.
For now.
Yeah, until Maz Kanata becomes a Jedi.
She gets
Anyways.
she gets her own movie.
Oh, geez.
It? What is she?
I don't know. She's a
They?
she's a walking orange. Do you think she's old?
Yeah, she
Certainly looks like
she
it.
said that in the movie. She's hundreds of years old or something like that. She's like Yoda. She's very powerful. She's powerful in the
Do you
Force.
think they've hooked up?
I'm assuming. Yoda go get
That's
a little,
really disturbing.
little booty call.
All right, Justin, lay down the secret question.
What
Is
is your favorite holiday smell?
Holiday smell. That's actually a good question.
it is, but it's just like it's kind of funny. Well,
Could I word it better?
scent? What is your holiday
What
scent?
funk makes you feel in the most festive mood? What is your favorite festive funk?
Bleach, because you're cleaning everything for the in-laws.
Okay, here's mine. After dinner,
Okay.
when everybody's full, people start mingling and going home. Excuse me. There's 5 or 6 of you left, and you're so full you're just hanging around in the living room, laying on the couch. There's Christmas music barely playing in the background. My parents have a fireplace, so that's burning. The Christmas tree is on. It has that warm, hot, like Christmas smell in
There's
the
like
air
18
still.
smells in there.
Right, it's that whole just that
Conglomeration.
hominess. Yeah, it's just that hominess of it all, and you can still smell the gravy that was cooked, or and the stuffing and all that stuff is still hanging.
Are you
in the air.
describing Christmas Eve?
He just likes the overall smell of a Christmas
just
shindig.
an after Christmas thing? Yeah,
Okay.
The smell of an approaching Santa.
yeah. Unless I'm still sick like I am this year, so I won't be able to taste anything. That would be great.
I appreciate a good Fraser fur.
Oh, you took it from me.
Sorry.
It's my favorite smell. It's just Christmas tree.
Another one. My family makes pork chops and pierogies. You know about that, Jake. I've been over to your house for Russian Christmas.
Christmas, that's right.
That's right. That smell of the dough,
Yep.
the cheese.
Yep.
And does your mom still use that same recipe with put the sour cream in the dough? Do you know? Do you help her with that?
I think some of them they are, but the real ones we get are from the Orthodox Church.
Yeah,
Some
the ladies.
800-year-old ladies sitting in
Yeah.
the basement that are making
Yeah.
them still. Yeah, that's the best stuff. But I think they do.
So like the smell of browned butter for me, and cookies.
Cookies, that's a good one too. Yeah,
Absolutely.
So we
Peppermint,
make-
mint,
we make cookies pre-hand,
cigars,
pre-Christmas.
cigar smoke too.
We don't have that. How about try it on that smell, huh?
Wow.
That's my favorite
That's
holiday
my
smell.
favorite holiday scent, isn't that right, Vincent?
You got to go check there, Justin. You got to make sure you're.
Jesus,
Okay.
that was a wet one.
So you guys just like all of the smells, huh?
Well, no, I mean specifically, I suppose, like a gingerbread smell. Like
Okay,
that
I'll take that.
That cookie-ish, brownie.
The baking smell.
But that turkey and gravy and stuffing when it's done.
Is that what you guys have on Christmas Eve?
On Christmas Eve, we don't do nothing.
Oh, really? Because
Never have.
I have people over Christmas Eve and then Christmas Day.
Yeah, I got one day for these people. I don't need two.
Well, Christmas Day, just a select few come over, and it's more just my close family. Close. My immediate family is what's better. My
think-
other family's close.
I think
Don't
I
get me
t-
wrong if you listen to this, guys. I love you.
I think I tie the smells with the light and the warmth of like the Christmas lights and the music.
It's a
and-
full experience.
Yeah, and just people being quiet and relaxed, and there's not the hubbub. Everything is calm, and I think that all comes.
You would hate my Christmas.
Well, I have two crazy nieces, and I have 3 sisters. I'm the only male, so yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's a good one, Justin. I like that.
What's yours?
Fraser fir.
Fraser
Balsam.
fir.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I don't smell
Any
the
of
tree
that
enough.
Christmas tree. Like we've had a fake one for the past couple years, and like I have to go and get those little scented sticks just to like stick it in, or the spray or something.
It
to just
helps.
Miss it.
It's easier to maintain. Although Christmas
Watering a tree sucks,
yeah, watering your tree sucks.
especially when you have a cat.
Especially when you have presents under there and you got to move all the
That too.
shit.
I'll tell you. Here's another smell. I remember having a Christmas book where scratch and sniff, and it was the gingerbread cookie guy, and you scratch and sniff, but it didn't smell like real gingerbread, but it had that a cinnamony weird smell to-
spice?
That smell
Yeah.
links me to Christmas.
Spice
forever.
would be my
and
second.
it's
Clove.
weird.
Clove.
It's something whatever they use for
Clove,
that scratch
ginger,
and sniff part. Yeah,
Cinnamon. Yeah.
yeah, that's the smell. That really is like that's Christmas to me. If I smelt it right now, I'd be like, oh, Christmas.
Ooh, I got a good one. When you open up, like if you get a game or something and you open up that packaging and you open that game That fresh smell, that
plastic.
Yeah, when I used to get old
Yep.
Star Wars figures, that plasticky,
Yeah, you're just like-
whatever.
The smell of new.
Did you know that smell in old action figures was because there's chemicals coming off of the
Oh, I'm
plastic?
sure.
Like, have you ever sat in like an old classic car, right? And it's been sitting in the sun or whatever, like at a car show. You'll notice the windows get fogged up just a little bit. That's the toxic chemicals coming out of the plastics on their dash.
The dash?
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's always crazy. Like, oh yeah, and I get cancer from
Everything.
whatever they give me an excuse for nowadays. It's like people should have been walking around with tumors hanging off their bodies in those days. But anyway, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
I got a good holiday joke for you.
Your jokes are always A1, top.
What do you call an elf that sings?
I've heard this before.
A rapper.
Oh God.
Where's Santa Claus from? North Polish. Thank you.
Yeah. What?
Thanks for sticking
None of
with
those
us.
made
We
sense.
want to hear from you. We want to hear from you, Cyberbots. You can email us at cyberlunch1@outlook.com or contact us via Facebook page at cyberlunch. We are looking forward to
Go to
seeing you
YouTube.
again.
Watch our
Yep,
video.
on YouTube.
Like, subscribe.
We're looking forward to seeing you guys again next week for another lunchroom discussion. I'm Daryl.
I'm Justin.
I'm Jake.
We are Cyber Lunch, and we're out. We're super full, right? That's what happens. Hey, a bunch of sports stuff.